isometric akuba defending champion 2027.
Every year, Busia is always absent.
So those 4 choirs are supposed to report on 23rd at Bishop Willis Kwa PTC.
Okukigalirawo oku region agibeta nti North Bukedi.
I want to inform you, next year at this time I will be welcoming you in Kibuku district, because it is us who are going to host.
Going through here, hand over that choir to the DS or the district sports officer or music, whatever, and then we'll hand over to the DO, and also we shall hand over to the chief administrative officer.
And the first 1,106. We had 7 choirs, and they all have successfully participated. We have missed 2 choirs, that is Busia Municipality and Busia Main. I know because of some logistics. By the way, it is very difficult for some districts. Like Budaka, I just wonder as to why they are here. Because our cow, I was once there in Budaka, but I crossed to Butebo. They have some issues with the cow, which I cannot explain. But they managed to come. I thank God that they are here. The contributions are not easy, but I thank those who contributed towards the festivals. And the chairperson, thank you so much for the work done. Thank you for working together with the education department, because it is not easy to get money from the districts. But at least the 7 choirs have participated and they have contributed 100%. We have 6 choirs. Why 6 choirs? Busia is a hard-to-reach area. They gave them a slot that even if they don't come at region, they can go to national level. So the choir which will come from Busia, and it has not come here, it was already given a slot to go to national. Am I right? So those ones, it is automatic. Because there are areas of hard to reach, like areas of Namaingo bordering Busia. Those children are more of fishing, more of business across Kenya. So they want to invite them. They want to impress them that music is good by giving them slots and going directly to national level. So for them, they have already gone. We have 5 choirs now. Out of 5 choirs, Tororo is sending 1 from district level, not municipality, but district, because the district has not been sending choirs to national level. So they want also to invite them. I want us to follow the circular properly. So the circular says 1 district from Tororo district. 1 choir from Tororo district. So we are taking this choir which has been here. It was called Hope of Go. That one is going directly. However much it becomes the last, second last, that one, the slot is also directly there. So out of the choirs which have been here, Tororo Main has qualified already. So that private choir must prepare and you move on 23rd. Now, we are looking at the 4 remaining choirs. So out of the 4 remaining choirs, if you happen to be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, you are also supposed to go. Whereby I don't know which is number 1, I don't know which is number 2, number 3, and 4. So out of the 7 choirs which were here, we are remaining with how many? We are remaining with only 6. So out of the 6, we are picking 4. I think you have got me properly because of the circular, and we are following it very well. So those 4 choirs are supposed to report on 23rd at Bishop Willis Square PTC.
Every year, this year is always absent. And when we are making a budget, we make a budget including this year, main, and this year, municipality. Chairperson, or the one who has been chairperson this year, please reach the message to those people that as Fumbo, we are not happy. If they are not part of us, let them tell us that we are no longer part of Fumbo region. Because when we are making the budget, we include those people. Allow me again to thank those districts that have participated 100%. Thank you very much. We have operated in a deficit, but we thank God we have completed the activity. For us, so long as we pay the adjudicators, even if we miss the other activities, we call it a success. Thank you very much for paying. Members, we don't have time. When you look at the guidelines, these children are supposed to stop moving by 6, and it is coming to 6. What I can add on is on transporting these children. Our guidelines say they are supposed to travel using the safest means of transport. Now, some of these children were carried in these open vehicles. They are not encouraged. Please, next time as you are bringing those children, look around for the safest means of transport. We are going to Iganga, but which means of transport are you going to use? I know some of you will say, Iganga is near. Let me use this. My friend, you may get problems. So, I don't encourage you to do that. I know the adjudicators have done their work. And I know the results they are going to give us, they are genuine results. I'm sorry for those people who didn't participate in sight. Sorry, but what I can encourage you people, let us teach English language in our schools. Instructions were being given in English. And most of our children in the villages there, they take long to understand English. So, hey teachers who are here, let us encourage English speaking in our schools. Maybe it was the problem. How do you go to the stage? They give you instructions. Then you just stand and look at the work. I've tried to plead for you people. But again, guidelines say, when you miss, that's all.
We are here today witnessing something very important, and that is music. Ladies and gentlemen, music is very important, and it is part of education. And I'm sure the reason as why we have all these people here is because they have seen that you cannot only concentrate in class when you don't have music. It is part and parcel of a human being. Allow me to recognize and introduce the head teachers that we are having here. And I want to begin with all head teachers from Kibuku. Please can you stand up for recognition? From Kibuku, if we have any head teachers. Wow, thank you so much. Please come in, can you clap? Wow. Thank you, and you most welcome to Khalija district. Next is Budaka. district local government. Head teachers, please raise up. Wow. You're most welcome. Thank you so much for coming. The next is Budaka. Head teachers, all head teachers from Budaka. Okay, thank you so much, madam, and you're most welcome. The next is Tororo Main. Tororo Main. Tororo Main. It's been okay, do yeah, no, okay. Thank you so much for coming. The next we have Tororo Municipality. Tororo Municipality. Wow, thank you so much. Then finally, all the head teachers of the host district, Budaka district, can you please stand up for the congratulations? Wow, you can see them. All of them are looking nice.
Appreciate God who has given us the grace that we are in this place since yesterday up to today. No one has fallen sick. No one has died. Can we give God a mighty hand clap? And this very God also made us travel very well up to here yesterday. And I know He's going to lead us back home very well. I want to appreciate everybody who is here. And appreciate those who have not managed to be here. But they have been part of this game right away from zonal level up to where we reached at regional level. I know it is not a simple task, but it calls for determination, resilience, and the zeal. Loving music. I want to appreciate you so sincerely. I want to appreciate the adjudicators. When I reached here yesterday, my first question was, where have these ones come from? I'm happy that this year, the vibe is better than last year in music. I'm very happy. You know, at some stage I had hated music because of the adjudicators and the funny, you call them music trainers who come to disorganize choirs at district level. By the time they reach at regional level, they have already bribed the whole system. But since last year, I'm seeing a change. And I want to inform you, next year, at this time, I will welcome you in Kibuku district. Because it is us who are going to host you. And I want to promise you, you will live to remember Kibuku if you appear there. So please, make sure you appear and we enjoy together.
As my colleague from Budaka mentioned, recently we had a scenario about transportation of the learners. It's not a job, it's not a game. Make sure that if you have failed to get, whether it is a coaster or a bus, don't risk to transport the learners to Igang. These choirs are ours now. They are not yours as maybe it's a private, whether it's a government school. It's for the district. If you have gone through here, hand over that choir to the DIS or the district sports officer or music, whatever, and then we'll hand over to the DO, and also we shall hand over to the chief administrative officer. Then eventually we shall come up with those who have gone through to other levels. It is high time we started polishing. There's no time. 23rd is near. And we, with music, goes with more boasting. It's like a football. When you have the audience in the gallery like this, it encourages our runners. Are you getting the point? Igangazinia, almost the same area here where we are going to have the national. Go and see what we have been singing in Kampala.
I'm Susan from Bugweri district. Nice to meet you.
I'm Nakas Annette from Local district.
My name is Tavala Agnes from Kaliro district.
My name is Wandume Yusuf. I'm your neighbor here from Namtumba district, and I am the General Secretary for Narufuka region. I'll say a few comments which are general because much has been written on the scripts to the participating choirs.
I'll talk about the creative dance. The creative dance, almost all the choirs, the accompaniment and the rhythm did not vary, especially at the time of sorrowness. When you are sick, you can hardly need noise. You can even hear people who are sick. They can't, when the kids are playing around, they can say, go and play from outside. I don't want noise. But during the sickness, you hear the noise, the drumming as loud as it was during the happiness. So, choirs continuing, check on that. The uniformity, and then the development. The development is general on all the thematic items. The development part did not please me at all. Why? Many of the choirs were only ending at the graduation part. Take an example. You educate your child. He graduates, he or she graduates. At the end of it all, he comes back at home. Is that the reason why you took him or her to school? Should be employed, should help the community, and things of that nature. Continuing choirs, check on that. Sight singing. Sight singing. There was a problem on that. Last year, when we were in Budaka, during the national festival, they introduced the metronome, but most of the choirs had not mastered that. So this year, they even included it in the circular, whereby we were not meant to conduct. I don't know whether you've been conducting your choirs, because today I gave instructions, but people maybe were waiting for me to conduct. And yet I truly told them that, remember, I'm not going to conduct for you. And people only kept quiet. So, choirs who are going on the next stage, or to the national level, please, between now and 23rd, at least try to train your learners, your choirs on that. Thematic items. Most choirs did not include Kiswahili phrases or words. And yet it is clearly indicated on the adjudication sheets, of which I understand every one of us, before you begin training, go and get the adjudication sheet. You'll know what the adjudicator needs in any item, then you'll be able to train your choir. Kiswahili, if you did not include it, lucky enough you're going to the national level, then ensure you include Kiswahili phrases in all the thematic items, the element. I saw many of them in the choirs, and some were saying, I was calling some of them, and they were saying, oh, just allow me, and I present. Because if I were to remove one or two, it means completely the item would not be conducted, because some of them were the main players of the instruments. This festival is for only and only children, school-going children and children in school. Please watch out on that. At the national, there is police. They even arrest. So if you are here and you have been an other man in any of the choir, and here, but the choir that you are going with will leave you there. Hope that message has reached to the other men. Some choirs concentrated on some items, leaving others unattended to. It is a festival, but as well a competition. When you're going in for a competition, you should not leave room for any item not to be attended to. If we are judging 13 items, then make sure that you concentrate on all. But if you give chance, you don't concentrate on others, then you'll find that you'll be beaten in other items. So I'm cautioning those choirs going to the next level, in case yours was to concentrate on a few items. In the 7th position, with 918, that is Hope of Grace Primary School. In the 6th position, with 943, Kachekere Primary School. The 5th now. The 5th with 1,002 marks. That is Rockview. The 4th with 1,005. That is Mukanga Primary School. The 3rd with 1,006. That is Pupuchai Primary School. The 2nd with 1,094 marks. And the first one with 1,106. Can I get the head teachers of those schools to come and shake one another? The head teacher of Ebenezer and the Isometric, please shake one another. I like that. I like that. You're supporting, yeah. The DIS is shaking hands. Wow, I like that. Yeah, that is good. Wow, that is good. Okay. 1,094 marks in the 2nd position. That is none other than Ebenezer. Finally, choir number 1 with total marks 1,106 is Isometric Primary School. Thank you so much.
This is Reverend Fred Gadala, Director Isometric on private school in Budaka district. Isometric primary school near Singire Budaka district. Era niyo defending champion Budaka district. Budaka district esoboire okutasosolamu okuba nti oba tutwale government school nekoba nti tuginge no private kubanga abaana tiba private abantu ba private abaana be government na salawo naleta sponsoringa na contributing a lot okulete kwaya no ku region. Isometric primary school egezirye ko kukola ere performingire ne baniye number 1 oku region yan Bukedi Fumbo region. Era tuli basanyukino ensale bairensa Adjudicator basalire ifeyale tibekubire max ejibatuwaire nije gituka na buli kwaya ejefunire. So ne balyo katonda olwa okuba number 1 okuba defending champion kubanga na Isometric akuba defending champion 2027 yena tetatagana mbumalabe ku zone ku district ya ino kuiza ku region ku defending ikopo. So twebalyo katonda olwa kufuna ikopo ekyo n'okutumbula ebitone eby'abaana twebalya ababyeire bona abatuwaira abaana paka kutuuka ku level eno. Twebalya district ye Budaka omulimu gwekolererwa maani nebalya abakwaya trainer bona mulimu gwakolererwa maani nebalya TFN executive ye Fumbo region nga kulembero kya person kuba mulimu abadiyo mulimu aba inspector n'abasomesya bona. So tunabe balya tibakola omulimu omusaino era festival bairensa. So mwebale ino Budaka ezire y'amasomero mabiri. Bupucha primary school ya baire yokubiri mu district nene kovete bagisalire undi ne petitioninga Isometric niye ne singa. So a district ne kovante oleke babo ku region tomanya amo basinga Isometric ne bawe ko yaja ngana ta Isometric aba estira basingire kitegeeza ata basalire ku district basalire bitufu. So mbona ati wali wabula kwekubera kona
Amalina ninzo nkola Charles nga ndi chairman school management committee Bupucha primary school. Olwati ano tuli oku secondary Bukedi college Kachonga nga tuyizira ano okwemudidi okwemba kwa bana aba primary twa reportingira ano izo enaku jamwe eringa 13 tumalira okwemba lwati ano enaku nga 19 omukwemba twatandikire izo tubitire mu activities nyingi nga okukomenkereza Bupucha inge isomero tuzireyo nga tuli namba eyokusatu tuli basanyuki okuba nti omwaka guno nge Bupucha twa ku representing Budaka district oku national level.
Malina Kojo Martin musomesya Bupucha primary school nkola ngo deputy wa isomero eryo ansi wa head teacher wange Mr. Magola George. Bupucha tuli agira Kameruka sub county ikike constituency isomero le government era ngo chairperson wange wazo kutumula senso nange team ya Bupucha abana babyeire the school management committee na and the well wishers of that school basanyuki lwechekizo kubawo kubange tamwenu to developing a talent sija bana na dala mu MDD twembere tuzokwigombola ekitweta nti zono litwabo ku district ati ano lwatu tuzokukigalirawo oku region. We imagine to be number 3 to my tent we're looking for number 1 but there are some things which did not move well, but I know number 3 it is a good position for us since it is our first time for the history of that school there intinyo mundigo isogusokere okubanga tutukire oku region era tuli kwaba oku national okikirira Budaka district as a government school, the only government school in the North Bukedi region ebitirewo okwaba okikirira North Bukedi region oku national ejja kubeiganga. So tuli basanyukino inga eisomero